Who are you?
Him Wheelie. Him friend.
Hello internet friends, Napyet here, unboxing my latest Studio Series 86 purchase, Wheelie from Transformers the movie. He's, I have to be honest and say, perhaps not my favourite character in the movie because of the rhyming, you know, the incessant rhyming. But I was always intrigued by Wheelie because of his role in the movie. What was he doing on that planet? An Autobot child, apparently. That's who Wheelie is. And immediately bumping head with Grimlock and the other Dinobots.
Me, Grimlock, no like you.
He was fun. He was fun. It's just the rhyming. It's just the rhyming used to drive me nuts. I mean, poetry. It's great when poetry really has an effect, you know. It can be so moving and stuff. But if you're rhyming just for the sake of everything rhymes, then I'm not sure that's necessarily illuminating. That's more frustrating. Just rhyming for the sake of everything rhymes. They did some interesting stuff in the movies, didn't they? Like with Wheelie's voice, let's have him rhyming. Like, you're really making rod for your own back at that point, because from now on, whenever he's in something, he has to rhyme. Same thing with Wreck-Gar and those guys. All right, we've got to figure out this television speech. Anyway, when you're doing it for one movie, maybe they thought, well, we'll push the boat out and really do crazy things in the movies, because we won't have to worry about these characters afterwards. And then of course for the next 25 years you have to keep this guy rhyming. They even did it with the wiki. All the information on Wheelie on the wiki is rhyming. Oh, that was a slog. All right, but as is happening with all these guys, when I first get them, they become immediately my new favorite thing. Wheelie, it's the size of him. He's tiny, a little dinky guy, so cute. All right. Oh, he looks awesome. What's he got on the back, actually? He's just Autobot Wheelie. And then there's a lot of information that is irrelevant to any purchaser of toys ever. There's so little on the back that is of interest these days. You can immediately see his car thing is not as sleek. He's kind of got a squared front there, but 12 steps transformation. I can't do it straight away when I'm watching, and you don't want me to struggle with transforming him the first time, but we will have a go on camera and I'll embarrass myself. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, I'm intelligent, but you know, I'm 45. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, you know what? I forgot my scissors. Maybe I can do it without this. No, let me get my scissors. Well, that was rather foolish. I forgot to put my mic back on. Don't worry, you've not missed anything. Just me struggling with zip ties to get him out of here. There's his little slingshot, of course. See how snugly that fits in his hand. Very nicely. That's not going anywhere. You know, and it's really range of motion that you're looking for with these guys. I didn't realise, with the deluxe figures, I really miss when they don't have the wrist swivel and the ankle swivel. I don't really expect it with these little figures, but, you know, you do miss it a little bit. But yeah, well, one of the first things I like to do is do a kneel. And he has a really good kneel, actually. And importantly, he can lift his head up so he can actually look up at the Dinobots if he's going to be hanging around with them a lot of the time. Let's see what he can do with that. Can he do the split? He can do the splits pretty nice. And that way as well. Yeah, and you just have to, I mean, unless you get in the masterpiece, there's always going to be a little bit of a trade-off, you know. I did start out with the Red series. I mentioned that in a recent video. And then, well, I stopped because the Bumblebee was the same size as Optimus Prime. But the other reason was it kind of dawned on me that if it's a transform, I really want transforming figures. So I would rather something transform than be 100% accurate to the cartoon, you know. Like with a figure like this that is available at retail, it's not going to look exactly like mainstream retail. It's not going to look exactly like the flipping cartoon, but you know, I'm happy. I'll deal with that as long as it's an actually properly transforming Transformer, you know? And I think he looks pretty accurate. I like the face. They've stopped doing that dead-eyed thing where the blue of the eyes is too dark. It pops now. Yeah. Always get the little weird backpack stuff. That's where they stick a lot of the transforming mechanism. But yeah, he's got knee swivel. So they swivel that way. So we can get some nice poses with him. That's the main thing. Okay, so let's have a go at this transformation, see if I can do it without embarrassing myself too much. I have done it once already, so in theory, it shouldn't be as difficult the next time around. So that, he folds his head into the back like that, goes down. And then this is the bit that always trips me up, because these legs have to be kind of really nicely tucked in here. And every time I do it, so lay those down and then let's turn those that way. So those are the wheels, like that. And it's these little leggy bits that I always kind of struggle to get correct. There's a little joint that pegs those two together. Let's do his arms. I'm gonna go like that, right? Sort of. It all nicely fits down there like that, or should. Okay. Okay. So like that. And then you're looking for those little pegs in there. There we go. You see that leg's popped in nicely sideways, then the other one kind of hasn't. And this is another thing that I'm struggling with every time. I mean, it's good in that the car mode is really secure once it's done, but then it's difficult to pop it back off. So we need to turn that leg so that it's totally facing the other one like that, and then it works properly. But hold on, like that, and then turn that without turning the leg. Come on, Nat. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's all up to you. Okay. There we are. We're done. Pretty much done. Two little pegs there to secure him in place. It's good. It's those two little legs there. If they're not facing in that direction, it doesn't. It's not like it won't snugly go in. Okay, so there he is in scale with Spike. He looks pretty much perfect, doesn't he? We just need a version, change his hair and call him Daniel, and I'll buy it again. Fair enough. I just want Daniel with Wheelie now, excuse me. There is, doesn't it look cool? Them all in the right scale like this. I mean, even the mini bots back in the olden days, the scale was sort of all whack and things, so yeah, I really like that. And Slug, I haven't unboxed this guy on my channel yet. He's next, but I wanted to do Wheelie because he's like a newer figure that people might not have bought yet. If people want to see it, let me get some action shots. That's the whole point of doing this as an adult. Do a setup. I was doing that when I was a kid as well. Look at the size of that thing. 35 years later, I'm still doing setups with Transformers. That's what I used to call it. array them all on the carpet. Yeah, so I've got to unbox Slug. I've done his video already. That'll be coming up soon on the channel. And let me know what you've purchased recently. Ironhide is coming. And I'm just hoovering guys up. Like RC has arrived in the UK. It's in a lot of the shops at the minute, but I haven't picked her up yet. I'll do it gradually as I go along. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that look at Wheelie. I think he's another excellent character for the Studio Series 86. They're still doing pretty well as far as I'm concerned with these Transformers. They are what I want, so I'm going to keep collecting. Slow pan out. See you later, guys.